there's some drill bit smoke. Oh, look at it. She's a little warm. Send it. Opening the hood. Hello viewers, good day to you. Welcome back. We are returning to the part 2 of this 2007 GMC Sierra with the 5.3 liter V8. This thing came in with a check engine light turned on. It had several diagnostic trouble codes. There was a P0300 for random multiple misfires detected. It had a trouble code for circuit high with regards to our engine oil pressure sending unit, which has been replaced. During that procedure, we ended up pulling this VLOM manifold out, and we replaced all of the gaskets under the manifold because we had found that this manifold was loose. That one wasn't even tight. Neither was that. What if this thing was leaking? Look at that. These are barely even tight due to the gaskets having compressed over the years. So we pulled this unit off, changed the gaskets, resealed all 4 of the solenoids down below. We blew out all the intake runners, cleaned everything out, vacuumed it all out, got rid of the nonsense. We've got the upper manifold sitting over there. We're gonna throw a new set of gaskets on that. And we've had a delivery over there, which is the catalytic converter / Y-pipe assembly for that exhaust rattle from down below. If you happen to miss part 1, fear not. Just check the link down inside of this video's description or the link in the pinned comment, and it will take you back in time to the part 1. So, having said all that, let's go ahead and get this thing prepped to install that intake plenum back on to the engine. We'll get that thing bolted down, reconnected, we'll restart it. We will then check for the operation of the engine oil pressure sending unit. And then, once all that is done, we'll let this truck back up in the air and we're gonna get that exhaust assembly removed. Once the exhaust is removed, we can visually confirm the damage to the catalytic converters, and then we can get that new Y-pipe assembly reinstalled. So let's go ahead and grab our upper intake assembly here. We'll flip it over. Now all this stuff has been cleaned and blown out, including the intake runners in the engine. And then I cleaned it all out this morning when I got into the shop. So there is no debris and dirt that is left over in the system. Now all we need to do is get these gaskets on and we'll get this unit back in place. That's one side right there. And by the way, since we're here, look at those other gaskets, the old ones. Quite nastiness. See that right there? That thing is fatigued and folded and not in good condition. So I'm glad we ended up doing this the hard way, or the long way, or the by the specification way. And we pulled all this apart. So let's get this gasket back on our intake here. It's held on with these little clips right there. See that? There's a clip, there's another clip, and there's another clip over here. All right, well, without any further ado, introduction or explanation, let's get our intake assembly back in position here, and we'll start to bolt her down. Go on back there, intake. Get our harness in place here, up and out of the way. We've got the oil pressure sender already installed. The screen is installed. Everything's plugged in on the back side, so now we just need to fit this manifold in position. I gotta sneak it past the alternator here. Get that guy down in its home. Oh no, my gasket came off. Scheisse. No problem, I'll just clip it back on and we're back on track here. Feels good. All right. So we're gonna zip through this intake install as quickly as possible because I like to get on with and get to the exhaust repair on this truck. Plus we left off with like halfway through this particular repair due to parts. We were just missing some parts. But since that was yesterday's video and I'm sure we're all aboard with this section of it, I'd like to just expedite this process as much as possible and get down below. So at this point, what I'm doing is getting in all of the manifold bolts that secure this manifold to the engine. And once I get all these guys dropped down in their positions, we can run through, tighten them up, and then we can get everything plugged in 3 of these guys drop down. There's number 4 on this side. Loud noises behind me. Get down in that hole there. Come on, there we go. Got that one in. And then one more right back in there. Okay, they're all in the hole. Let's grab our wrench and start to make this stuff tight here. One on this side. We're gonna get them all started, because all I did was drop them in the hole. I never began to thread anything. So we need to get these things started before applying torque. All those ones on this side are good. Swinging around over here to this other side. Get on there. Uh-oh. Socket gravitas. Got her. Recovered. Successful recovery. That one's good. Another one out back. Actually tightened that one down and didn't really intend to, but it's fine. And another hard to reach one. They're all threaded, so I'm going to start to torque these with beginning with the one I'm on right now. Clicks. Now, the amount of torque on these bolts does not affect the clamping force applied to the manifold. The bolts, by design, can only apply so much down pressure to the plastic on the manifold before it bottoms out, and then it can no longer press down. So tighter bolts does not mean more of a seal. There we go. Let's get this one on this other side over here. I think I already tightened this one. No, I did not. Get one up front. Leakage. That one's tight. I think I got all of them on the right side. 2 more to go here on our left side. I think just 2, maybe 3. There's that one. And 1 or 2 way out back. Those are the hard ones to get. Bear with me. Hello, darling. You lurking? What's up?
Nothing. Just watching.
Just hanging out, just watching.
Yeah,
Would you be a sweetheart and hand me that flashlight by your hand there? Thank you, darling. Yeah, I can't see. I got the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and those 5 on that side are tight. That is good. Let's go ahead and move in a little closer here, and we can toss our fuel injector connectors back in position. Put those guys in. Let's see, where's this go? Battery cable. Got a PCV hose here. Where did that plug in? I forgot where that goes. We'll figure it out, no worries. Can't be that hard, it's just a Chevrolet. Injector. The rear injector, let's get that one. That one snapped in. Loud noises. Injector number 4 on this side, good. Where did this thing plug into? Was it here? No. Oh, it's got to go into the intake tube or something. All right, we'll figure that out in a minute. Here, I know that one goes right there. Plug that guy in. Snap, crackle, pop. That's my alternator power wire. That goes right there. We'll bolt that on in a moment. This one, throttle connector. Snap that guy in. And we have a PCV hose that's going to go in the back. That guy goes right there. And we have one connector for our pressure sensor on the manifold. That's in position. Tuck that harness out back, that's good. Okay, over here on the driver's side, we've got our vacuum line for the brake booster. Plug that guy back into the booster. It runs around the back of the manifold. Over here we have our single fuel line coming in. That's clipped on. Slide that little clip in to secure it. That's good. Now, the remainder of our injectors can get reconnected here. Plug that guy in. That one there. Let's see what else we have here. Another. And then there should be one more injector wire. Where are you? This one. Tuck that guy under. Injector's way down there. And you can't see, I can't even see, but I can feel it. That's connected, okay? And there should be one more connector for this evap solenoid right here, that guy right there. What'd I do with it? I lost it. It didn't go far. There it is. It was hiding. So we're gonna plug that guy into that purge solenoid right there like so. Alternator connector, we'll save that until after I get the nut on. Where's that nut? Oh, here we go. We've got the evap hose, plug that guy in. Alternator. Told you we're gonna get through this really quick like. It's like a speed install. Ms. Lauren, may I have a 10mm wrench, that one right there? Can I have that? Thank you, darling.
You're welcome.
Give that some torque, not enough to break the stud, just enough to make it tight. There we go. Pull our little rubber shield thing back over it. Come here, rubber. Get over on there. Oh, there. Now we can plug in the nadir. Click. Whew, okay, that's all installed. We've got one rubber piece that was part of the valve cover slash PCV that broke. I need to pull that guy off next and change it with a new one. I need to dig out the other half of that little fitting because it's still attached. Look at that. Disintegrated to nothing. And this one, pull it off, same deal. It's a plastic pipe right here, so I'm trying to not hurt the plastic. There. Oh no, you couldn't see. Sorry guys. Get rid of that. Here's our replacement one. Slide that over. And now you just push this hose back down in position. Connect it to the valve cover back there. And that was successful. Put that back on right there. Good. Okay, connected. Connected, everybody's connected. Let's get, got our little retainer plate right here. That is to hold on to our engine cover. See the little hooks on it? And it's also there to secure this wiring harness a little bit. Slide that back there. And it's got 3 bolts that hold it down. Two hands. I can tighten and thread them simultaneously. No power tools needed. we go. All right, that's all set. Connected all the way around. Good to go. Okay, intake, plumbing, coming down into position here. Let's get the flexi hose on. Let's get the that out of the way there. Throttle body connected. Push that over, down, and then that little hose that was dangling plugs in right here. So snap that guy in. Good to go. A couple 8 mils on the hose clamp. One there, and then one off to our left. Intake is secure. Let's hit the key, restart the engine, then we'll go ahead and shut it back down and get to work on that exhaust. We just want to check it, make sure it's running okay before doing additional repairs. Because if we made a mistake here, we need to go back and fix it before we add any other variables to the equation. So, reaching in, key on, restarting the engine. And I didn't connect the battery. Nothing's gonna do anything without electrons. Oh no. Not a problem. We can fix that right now. Negative cable is right there. There we go. Couple turns with our wrench. Tighten down that little nut. Another 10 mil. You love that? You hit the key, nothing happens. Battery clickages. All right, trying again, round 2, restarting. Begin engine starting sequence. Okay, she's still running. We still hear the rattle noise down below. Engine looks good, sounds good. Shut her back down. Climb out of here. All right, let's go back around the other side. Let's raise this thing up and get that exhaust system removed. Moving back up. Blah, subscribe button. Lauren's laughing at my subscribe button.
Black subscribe button.
Yeah, it works, I'm telling you. It's what reminds people to subscribe to the channel.
I've subscribed, so there's that.
So yeah, it worked on you, didn't
Yeah,
it?
it worked.
It worked on me. I'm subscribed to my own channel. All right, I think we're good. Let's set this on the locks here for safety. There we go. Down in some clickages. So what we've got and what we found out in the last episode, and we're gonna see this when we take all this apart, is this converter is broken apart inside and rattling. And it sounded like that converter is broken apart and rattling. Additionally, we had a P0420 trouble code and a P0430 trouble code. So that indicates catalyst system performance below threshold, bank 1 and bank 2. So that's the 2 trouble codes. I'm assuming that since these things are broken apart and rattling, that they're not efficient, and that's the cause of the code. So let's get these things disassembled, removed, pulled out, and then we can take a look down in there and see what kind of carnage we have with regards to these converters here. Okie doke, so first we're gonna need to pull these O2 sensors out of this unit because these are not going to be replaced. So let's get these guys loosey-goosey and disconnected. Then we can just kind of lay them off to the side. We'll screw them back into the new exhaust once it's in position. Unclick that one there. There we go. Pull that guy out. That's the upstream bank 1. That's 2 down, and the other 2, one of them's easy, it's right in front of us, and the other one, it's up there, a little bit harder to get to, but we'll get her out. It will be of no matter. Push that there, we go. It's loose. Come on. Oh, don't do that. Wrench slippages. Got it. Okay, that's 3 units disconnected. And then our PETA unit, that's the one that's the pain. That's way up there. I think I can get a wrench on it. I have like special tools for this kind of thing, but I think I can crack it loose with just this wrench. Let's see. Come on, turn. It's not turning. Maybe not. Okay. Okay, proper tool time. We've got a slotted 22mm socket. Now the reason for the slot is that sensor has a wire sticking out of it. So if it didn't have the slot, then I could not put a socket over top of it. Anyway, this thing's on an extension. We're just gonna slide the slot over the wire, put the socket on the, the sensor, and then with our ratchet over here on the other side of the frame, I'm gonna get that thing on and set up some. Now we can turn it, break it loose, unfix. Wow, that was violent. It turned, but it also threw my wrench at me. Here, let's pull our tools out of here. Gravity, look! It's coming right for me. It was directly above the head, and I was talking when it fell. And you gotta run from those because stuff will fall and hit you in the mouth, break your teeth. That's also not okay. We don't like to break our teeth at work. Anyway, I got the sensor out. Now, all the electronicals are disconnected from the exhaust. We can feel free to get those 15mm nuts loose off of the two flanges. And then we've got a couple 15 bolts back here we also have to remove. Once those guys are off, we can drop this whole assembly out, and then we can take a look inside and inspect it for carnage. Alrighty, so now we need to get to those flange nuts all the way up there in order to unbolt this converter. So what I've got here is a very long 1/2-inch drive extension. It's about 3 feet long, and it goes down to a 3/8 drive at the end, so I can install a small size universal and a socket to get a hold of those nuts up there on the flange. So now I'm just gonna reach it back and give this some untorque action. See if I can't break these guys loose. Oh, that's tight. Okay, that's not working. Try again. All right, I repositioned a little bit. Let's try it again. Giving some push action. Something's gonna break or it's gonna come. Oh, it slipped. Shice. That's not what I wanted to do. Well, here, let's try one of the other nuts. See if I can't get that one to come loose. Giving it a pull. Here we go. Alright, something happened. My socket is intact and my swivel didn't fare so well on that one. Yeah, I broke the swivel. Okay, no matter. It's a cheapo. New tactic. Let's try it with an offset little ratcheting device here. See if I can't get that to make it turn. Did it move or did it slip? I can't see while I'm initiating the pull here. This is not doing what I want it to be doing. I'm getting really annoyed very quickly. It's gonna break off or it's gonna come loose or both. Oh, this one's turning. Kinda. Got a breaker bar on my ratchet down here. I'm gonna break it off probably. And yep, snap that one right off. This job just got fun. Okay. Okay, let's break this one off next. See what happens. On the clickage. That one turned, I think. Yeah, it did. Is it gonna keep turning? Maybe. that one's coming out. That's good. Well, 1 out of 3 is not bad, right? I guess. Now it's not coming out. It stopped. Wow. Unbelievable. I know these things are a pain, but this one's gonna be a world of heartache. I'm gonna have to drill that out and get the stud out of it. Okay, I got that one out. And I just snapped off the one that we were trying to extract, so that guy is busted off also. Here, let's try the other side next. Now we got one that's straight on, so that one's either gonna break off nice and clean or it's going to come out of there. I'm hoping these come out. These studs on this side are actually longer than the other side, so I'm thinking they've been removed and or replaced once before perhaps. See what it does. Breaker bar in place, socket's good. Give it a turn. That one turned and it did not break off. Cool. That's good. Okay, that one's gonna come out. Let's get the one behind it. Give that guy a good turn next. Slip right off. Great. How about wrench and breaker bar? And wrench slipped off. Now I'm getting in trouble. Come on. I'm gonna cut them off. Still cutting. This is not what I wanted to do. Come on. Stupid thing. There. All right, last one. Breaker bar on the ratchet. On the socket. I don't know if it's gonna turn or break off, or if I gotta cut this one off too. But I'm not enjoying. I'm not enjoying this truck. That one's gonna turn. Okay. So yay, we have 2 out of the 6 that are gonna come off. That's grand. There we go. Yep, that one turns. Okay, time for power tools. That was easy. It came off some and then stopped. I know, bigger gun. We'll just do that. More torque. See what happens here. Seriously? Come on. Why? New configuration with a different extension. Yay! Okay, we got it out. Kinda. Okay. Got both of the front sections removed. Oh man, sorry guys. Hit you with a truck. Let's go around back some here. Get these last two 15 mils on the flange, and then we'll drop the pipe out. That one was easy, yay! I mean, it's a Chevy thing. They all do that on those flanges up there. There's almost no getting around it. Okay, that one's out. Flange is disconnected. Now we just need to wiggle this pipe down and out of here. I think I might have to take this cross member out. Maybe. Some of them you can squeeze them out without, and some of them you have to. Yeah. I'm just gonna chop it off with the saw. Like butter. Gravity. That was so easy. Wow, check that out right there. Look at all that converter material that fell out of the core here. Yeah, that's not very good. A bunch more of it coming out. It's not broken into pieces like I thought. How does this one look? This is the driver's side converter here. That one not broken into pieces. Let's chop this one off also. See what's inside. There it is. That's our rattle noise. See that? There's a broken piece of converter material flopping around. That one's very broken. Yeah, the front side looks great, but that back side, chunks are missing out of it. Maybe we'll cut that open some more later and do a full-on converter autopsy on that thing. What do you guys say? Let's just put this over here for now. Enough of that nature, that stash. There we go. All right, so we're back here at the manifold, and we're gonna need to extract these busted off studs. I happen to have here a little turbo-shaped stud extractor socket. We're gonna stick that on the end of our 1/2 inch to 3/8 extension here, and we're gonna try to grip a hold of that unit and walk the thing out. I've got a couple other tricks up my sleeve if this thing does not break our stud loose before I have to dive in and start drilling and that socket's not taking a bite. Okay, time to force it. I'll hit it with a hammer and make that thing go on. Get on there, you. Maybe it's gonna hook up, maybe it won't. I'm gonna find out. I think so. All right, it's taken a bite out of it, but it still is not turning. It's not going to turn. So we need to put some heat in this. Now, I know you guys have already been banging away in the comment section about just put some heat on it, just put some heat on it. But my torches tried to kill me not long ago and I haven't replaced them yet. So I don't have torches to just put some heat on that with. So that's kind of out of the question. I also do not have one of those really expensive magnetic induction heaters either. So that's also out of the question. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drop my hammer. I'm gonna weld it. I'm gonna take the welder and I'm gonna put a bead of weld right over here on the side of the flange and maybe right here. And that's gonna heat this flange up enough to where I think I can extract that stud. And if that works, I'll weld the other side just the same. That way I get to put heat into the metal and still get the the stud out of the hole. And this is gonna be fantastic. Watch this right here. It's totally gonna work. More heat. It's red hot too. Alright, that's a boatload of weld. It's red hot up there. Putting some torque on the extension. And look at that. It's coming right out. It's turning. I can extract bolts with a welder. Beautiful. Look at that guy. Coming right out of the flange. Perfect. And the threads are in good shape too. We didn't kill it. There she is. One stud extracted. So I keep extra studs, and I ordered an extra set as well just to make sure I had something on hand in case this broke off. And that's gonna thread in, and that one's gonna thread. Okay, so I have taken the stud and I installed two nuts on it facing opposite directions, and then tighten them down. That way I can put a wrench on the stud to drive that stud into the hole and get it to bottom out. It's the 3/8 gun, not the 1/4 inch gun. That's all she wrote. They don't want to go any farther. Oh well. It's not gonna work. I spun my nuts off. Not okay. It's a no problem. I can fix that too. This whole truck is me fixing problems I created. Unbelievable. Studs in all the way. There we go. Let's back it back out, get my nuts back. There. That was not what I expected. Anyway, let's repeat. Get the stud in on that one there, and then we'll go to the other side. Numero dos coming in. Get it started by hand. There we go. 1/4 inch. In. Let's get the nuts off. That's 2 installed. Beautiful. Fix that problem. We're off on the passenger side now. I'm going to do this, these 2 studs, actually 3 studs, probably the same way, because that one got kind of boogered up on the threads, I think. I'll try to chase it with the nut and see if that one's going to be okay before I attempt to extract it. So let's hammer on our stud extractor. And socket is on the extension. Let's give it a turn. See if it's going to turn. And no, it's not. That one's on there pretty good. So it's going to need to be welded. Yeah, I bet you guys never saw this before. Somebody welding on a stud to get it out. I think that's got to be a new one. Fire speed's too high. on now. Let's see if that's gonna come out. It's red hot on the flange. Oh, I broke it off. Scheisse. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. I should have been done with this already. Okay, welder coming back in. Let's get the nut welded to the stud. All right, first let's see if this nut is gonna hold up, and then I'll put another weld on that flange to... Oh no, yeah, it's breaking right off. That didn't adhere for nothing. Okay, that didn't work. Let's do the washer, and then another washer, and then another nut method until I can get something back on this, because the little extractor is also not gonna fit. Begin welding. Get on there. There. I think that nut's, that washer, not nut. I think that's on. Another bead up here on the top. Okay, that one's on. Okay, nut coming in. Let's try to get this thing on. Okay. Ow! Hot. Alright, let's see if that's gonna walk it out or not. I don't know. I fear that I may have to drill this one out. That one's in there pretty good. Well, let's see, my nut's gonna break off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to drill this hole out. Not okay. One more last attempt with a castle nut. We'll try it with this. Last try. And then I'll figure out if I gotta drill it or not. Woohoo! We let this thing cool off for a while. I'll put one more bead around that flange. I guess in the meantime, what I can do is get the extractor on this stud and then try to weld that flange over there to extract that side while the other side cools off. Seems like a better idea than just walking away. Here, let's get this guy on. Ratchet is on the extension. Let's give it a bit of a turn. Alright, it dug in. Now, clip on or ground, and I'm gonna come in through the side here and hit that with the welder. Yeah, that's plenty hot enough, I think. Let's give it some turns. Let's see if that stud's gonna come out. Oh, I don't think so. That felt pretty tight. Try it again. Come on. Broke it off. Extractor back on. Extension back on the extractor. Repeating the same thing again. Insanity. All right, that got a bite this time. It's turning, or I'm breaking it off. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'm probably gonna have to drill these out. Yeah, mangled it. Well, let's at least try this big one that we just welded together right here. My expectations are low. I expect to have to drill this one out too. Snapped it right off. Yep, we're drilling them all out. That's great. Not fun. Come on. I'm almost through. Oh, wow. Just keep drilling, drilling, drilling. All day, non-stop drilling. Can't even see what I'm trying to drill. Line it up and send it. All right, it's through. That one, no, it didn't go through. Almost went through. I think it's through. Too hot. Here, since it's drilled out, let's see if we can spin the threads now. Well, probably not. Yeah, they're not turning. Or are they? Did that turn? Can't tell. Probably not. Half of them came out. Yeah. Okay, got some pliers here. Let's grab a hold of whatever we got there for metal. Like, I see thread. If I can get this drilled portion out, I actually might be able to still use the threads, because I didn't drill into those threads. I don't know. Just keep wiggling it and working it. I need to step that up to one more size larger drill bit, because I have an extractor that I think I can fit in there to walk these threads out. But we have to drill this bore a little bit larger to fit the extractor. Here, let's deburr it. There we go. Okay, well, since nothing works, let's try something else. Nothing. Got an extractor pin here, it's fluted, and I'm gonna try to run that into the hole. If I can get a grip on the inside of those threads, I might be able to extract them with that. Maybe. So we slip this little socket looking deal over those flutes. I can put a wrench on it, try to turn it this way. Please come out, threads. Oh, nope, that's not happening. One more time with a larger wrench, ratchet, and an extension so I can get more leverage on it. See if this is gonna turn it out. Well, it's turning and the threads didn't go anywhere. Okay. Also ineffective. Highly ineffective. Should have been an astronaut. Yep. Okay, let's put our little adapter thing on. Put the socket in there. Try to turn. All right, it's gripped up. It's pretty tight. It's not wanting to turn. Come on. It moved, something moved. Something moved again. Oh, are you gonna come out? It's either slipping or it's bringing the threads out. I don't know. I can't tell if the threads are coming out yet or not. I don't think they are. Yeah, it's just sitting there spinning. Come on. Please come out, threads. Yeah, nope. Tore that up to nothing. There are no threads left. It's all gone. There's nothing left in there, just a hole. Well, we got a hole drilled in it at least, so now I can run a bolt through it and put the bolt on. I do need to clean up some of this nasty boogered up looking stuff here that's gross. Polishing wheel. All right, well, it's enough for a fastener to go on. Now I gotta get those other two bolts out. It's getting not fun for me. Well, now that I have a hole in that one, I at least need to get the stud out of this one so I can try to drill a hole in that. But I can't drill on what's sticking out, so we're gonna try to cut that off with the saw also. Let's get in here behind this unit. Get our blade flush. There we go. New blade coming in. Kinda. Come on, blade, get in there. There we go. Another new blade. Try another one. Got halfway through with one blade. Begin drilling now. I don't know. The bit already walked sideways. That's fine. Okay. Bit's walking sideways. That's great. Go through. Come on. Seriously? it's not pretty, but it's gonna work. So let's put our donut gasket in position here. It's gonna be the seal between the flange, the manifold flange, and then the flange over there on the converter pipe assembly. All right, here, let's get this other gasket in there. Just kind of let that hang out right there until I get the flange in position. We had to, and Troy did it. Say hi, Troy. We had to take out this cross member here because there's no way I was going to cut up that exhaust to fit it in and then weld it back together. So I had to take that out anyway. I just was taking a shortcut earlier. So now let's try to get this thing back in. I'm tired. Up and over that cross member thing. Troy, on the back side, can you just help to drive that pipe into the other pipes? Yeah. Just get her up and over. There we go. Slide it up and over. Okay, now we're good. It's not going to fall out. Yeah. So all you got to do over there is line up those holes. See those holes in that back flange? Yep. You put those in, and the nuts are right on the rack somewhere. There we go. Okay, it's in. Yeah, get those two nuts in, and I'll go ahead and set it up over here, and then whichever one of us gets done first, we put the cross member in, okay? Okay. Okay, I've got all my nuts in my hand. Set this pipe up. Get the flange over those studs there. That's good. That's what we need. And then we'll get the fasteners on those studs. That one's not threading. That one is. All right. Well, that was easy. Went on no problem. Look at that. It was beautiful. That was easy. Wasn't it? It was fantastic. That one's in, and this one, that's an older one with boogered up threads. We're not using that. Number 3, spin that one on. Numero 3. Numero 3. All right, that's good on this side. Let's move over here to our no longer having any space side. And we need to get, why are you not fitting? This thing doesn't even want to fit. Yeah, look at this thing. It's like, oh, I don't know, an inch off to one side. See that? No worries. Troy's hooking a ratchet strap to it. We're gonna pull on it and bend it. I don't think you can ratchet from there. Try to put it on the rack arm or the lift over there. I don't like to do that, but because we might, whoa, we might pull the truck off the rack. But here, give me your side. Wait, give me some slack, homie. I need some slack. Flip that up and around, more slack. There. All right, pull it tight. Yeah, just hook it to whatever.
I'll hook it to the pin.
There you go, that'll work. All right, begin ratcheting. We probably shouldn't stand under here, but it'll be all right. A little more. Ooh.
That's not it.
You were close. Go, can you do one more click? Yep. Okay. Oh, go one more click. There it is. All right. That's good. Now the fun part's gonna be getting those bolts through. Yay. Okay, so I ended up keeping that stud that was already up there. So now, I need to adjust this some. There we go, that flange is over. Anyway, so I kept that one stud that was up there. So what I'm going to do is run one of the new nuts down over top that old stud there. Okay, this next one, I need to kind of thread it in because that hole's not the greatest. I'm gonna run it all the way through and then put a nut on the other side. Going in? Yeah. There it goes. And it came right back out. All right. And then my nut fell off. All right. Okay. Oh, the fatigue is real. I'm so tired. Okay, flange is on over the stud. This heat shield on this converter does not help my situation here. It's actually made it like 10 times worse. Okay, that's the nut over the stud. Let's get that thing kind of started here. You guys can't even see. Nope, there it is. All right, that's threading in, good. Did it go enough to stay? Yeah, that's not enough for now. Good, okay. Okay. Stud with new nut. Let's run that guy in. Mr. Troy, will you grab me that 3/8 impact, the little one?
Yeah.
I think I just need to push on this and send it. See what it does. Thank you. Just gonna send it home? I don't know. At the rate this is going, I'm probably going to ruin the whole job finish line. Thanks. You're not wrong, man. It's like, it's evil. There is evil here. And it's not getting any better. Again. We're just going to keep doing the same thing over and over again until it works.
Insanity.
It is. So closer. Take my spacer out of there. That nylock nut is running down the stud. I didn't want that to happen either. It made its way past the non-threaded part. Okay. It's not what I wanted to happen. Okay, so one of these 700 attempts is going to result in some kind of a victory behavior here. Let's try this one. Okay, that one went in and it's through. Now I just need to put a washer on it. And then, ow, hot. And then I'll put a nut on the other side of it. Okay, I'm going to reach around the back. I have another nut here. I'm gonna thread that guy onto the back of the stud. Right there. And I'll put a wrench on it and then send it with the impact on this side right here. We're getting somewhere now. What are we doing? Oh, are we stripping that off too? Seriously? I just stripped the stud that I just put in. Come on! Stud extractor again! Yay! This thing better come out. Yeah, it's gonna come out. Everything is ruined. Impact. It could quit impacting everything. Hey, if it doesn't work, just try the exact same thing again till it does. Makes sense, right? There. That's a locking nut too. Tight? Tight enough. Now, although that seemed to hook up really well, I'm still gonna put one more nut and a big washer on the back side. That way the thing can't possibly come out, because I didn't tap those holes. I just drilled the threads out and then I ran that stud in. So I am gonna put this nut on the back side here. It'll keep it from coming out later. Okay, last bolt to go through. That's gonna be over here on the opposing side of the converter, way up there. And it fell out again. I'm not having a good kind of gravity day here, folks. Not having a good day. But it'll be fine. Okay, the bolt's in. Did it pass all the way through? Is the question. Okay, I'm reaching around the back of this converter and I feel that stud that came through, so I'm gonna slip another nut on that stud or bolt or whatever it is. Tighten that guy down too. Okay, 13 wrench going up and around. Let's make this thing tight so we can call it a day. Yeah. That's tight. Now we need to go back to our first nut, which is that 15 right there at the top. We'll throw that guy, get some torque on that one, and we can get out of here. One more reach with the impact up into the hole. Get the nut on there, socket, there we go. All right, Mr. Troy, will you release the ratchet straps?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Wow. Did I get those? That side's not even tight yet. Yeah. Not even coherent. Torque. Need a deep well. Need a deep well. Yeah. Deep socket. Switch it out. That's tight. That one doesn't go on straight. That one's tight. Yay. Give it back. What is with gravity today? This is nonsense. This bay is cursed. I think Dave was right. All right, let's back this thing up to the back side of this pipe here. And we'll make these bolts tight. Okay, flange is on. Fantastic. Okay, the thing's bolted on. It's bolted on everywhere. The sensors are in. The fellows helped me finish up. There goes Dave. Troy helped, Dave helped, we all helped because I'm beyond exhausted. Let's let this unit back down. I'm so tired that the camera's flopping around. I'm doing bad cinematography. My commentary's lacking. I've been on this exhaust for like 6 hours. It probably would have been easier and cheaper to just take the manifolds off and then just put new manifolds on. That probably would have been a better idea. But, well, I didn't do that. So anyway, let's cross our fingers, start it up, check for leaks, listen for the noise that's not there anymore, and then we can bow out. Beginning engine starting sequence. Ha ha ha! Silent. Fantastic. Okay, so we have no noise. I need to get the scanner out. I want to recheck for those misfires that it had. Remember in the first video when I had the scan tool open, you saw those intermittent misfires. Let's see what we get here. We've got really nothing. Cylinder 2, cylinder 3. Let's give it some throttle. Cylinder 3's got a bunch. Cylinder 7, cylinder 6, cylinder 1. All right, so all of our cylinders here are giving us some random intermittent misfires. Okay, I'm getting dirt all over this customer's car. Scanner coming in. Let's get, where's that plug at? Right there. Let's plug her back in. Engine's still running. I hear no rattle. I hear no exhaust noise. Let's pull up vehicle history. 07 Sierra, rear wheel drive, words. Continue. Data display. We want misfire data. Let's stay on point here, Ray. Misfire data, yes. Focus, zeros. Oh, there's 2 of them. I saw 2 on cylinder 5. Let's give it some revs. I see nobody. Revved up to about 1,500, 2,000. All right, it's up at operating temperature. We're close enough to it. I'm holding this at about, let's do it about 1600 RPM, 2000, somewhere in that zone. Looking good. And panning down into misfires. Oh, there was a couple showed up. 0, 0, 0. Much improved over the previous situation. I'm good with that. Couple revs, nobody there. A lot better. Look at that. Okay, rev it up. Got nobody. Oh, there was one. Got one. There's a couple randoms, but it's not what it was. Let's fuel trim data real quick. Let's just check on fuel trims. Long terms are starting to back off. See that right there? We were negatives on the long term. Short terms are hovering around 0. This is good. All right, guys, I think we're all set here. I've had enough. This truck has totally kicked my butt today, and I do not want to toy with it anymore. Let's go ahead and power this unit down. Shut off our scan tool, power that down, and I'll do a finalized test drive and recheck on everything on this thing tomorrow morning. I'm done. It's late. This thing has totally kicked my butt. It has used up all of my energy. I've got nothing left. I'm ready to go home. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this video out right now. I will do such things as always by thanking all of you guys for sticking with me through this this very painful repair sequence on this particular truck. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please feel free to let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. Do not forget to tap that like button while you're down there. And most importantly, have yourselves a fantastic day. See you guys later. In the video, in the Sierra, in the exhaust, in the VLOM, in the part 2, in the day. See you guys later.